Hello everyone, my name is Naavalan son of Madhivanan, metric number 280690. Now I'll be presenting the table of entity and activity of payroll system for Restoran Kasih Anak Mama. So first of all, employees will write their check-in and check-out time in the attendance book, and the owner will record the attendance of all employees, and the attendance report will be given to supervisor. Supervisor will ensure that all the entry is written in timesheet, daily timesheet, and he will get approval from the owner who collect the employee's attendance. In the timesheet, supervisor will ensure the total number of hours worked is calculated correctly, and supervisor will also ensure to calculate the total salary for employees. He will also record the salaries in salary file. Following that, the owner of the restaurant will prepare the paycheck, and supervisor will distribute the paycheck to all employees and record all the paycheck receipts into file. And lastly, the employee will receive paycheck from the supervisor.
Next, I will be explaining on the context diagram and the physical data flow diagram. The context diagram is used to present an overview model of the business activities and the primary transaction that the system processes. So from the diagram, we know that the overall activities of this system are the employee will record their attendance, and after that, the attendance are approved, processed, and payroll is prepared. Lastly, the employees will collect their paycheck from the system. Physical data flow diagram depicts how the system will be implemented or how the current system operates. The process represents program modules, and manual procedures. The data store represents physical files, database, and manual files. It shows control for validating input data, obtaining record, ensuring a successful completion of a process, and for system security. This is the physical data flow diagram of our chosen company. As we can see, firstly, the employees will come to work and key in their attendance in the attendance book. After that, the owner will approve the record and pass it to the supervisor. The supervisor will then collect, process, calculate, and pass the paycheck bill back to the owner. The owner will prepare the cash to be paid to employee and pass them to the supervisor. Lastly, the employee will collect their salaries from the supervisor.
Hello and Assalamualaikum. My name is Aqeela Shuhada Binti Mohamad Zaudi, metric number 280573. I will present about the logical data flow diagram and flowchart for the payroll system of Restoran Anak Kasih Mama. I will start with logical data flow diagram first. Basically, the logical data flow diagram will show the main process only. Therefore, the main process that is involved in this payroll system is first, record the attendance of all employees. Second, process info, check attendance report, calculate and prepare paycheck. Then the third process is distribute paycheck. For the first process, the attendance of all employees will be recorded in attendance report, where the information of the attendance will be needed in the second process. The information regarding employee also will be used. Then, when the second process is done, the information regarding paycheck will go to paycheck data. After that, the paycheck then will be distributed to the employee and also will be recorded in the paycheck receipt file. Next, I will continue my presentation by presenting the flowchart of the payroll system. For this business payroll system, only two persons is involved, which is first the owner and second the supervisor. As we can see, in this payroll system, it will start with the owner, record the attendance of all employees in the attendance report, and then the report will be sent to the supervisor. Then the supervisor is in charge in managing the employee data, and after the attendance report is received from the owner, the supervisor will process info of the employee, check the attendance report, calculate and record the paycheck. After that, from this information, the owner will prepare the paycheck and it will be distributed to all employees by the supervisor. Lastly, after the paycheck is distributed, It will be recorded in paycheck receipt file by the supervisor. I think that's all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum and good morning. My name is Mohamad Fazirul Azwar bin Ahmad Pauzi, number matric 280470. Next, I will talk about the strength of the company. First, company has a backup plan. Company have a backup plan when something unpredictable happen. Second is plan for growth. Company willing to expand their company with the financial technology. Lastly is authorized payroll system. Company only give payroll document access to the authorized people only. Next, I will talk about the company weaknesses. First is unreliable employee attendance record. Company use a book to record the employee attendance. Second is inconsistency of salary rates. Company pay the employee inconsistently by base of the profit or loss for the day. Third is underqualified employee. Company have an employee that is not able to do his job properly. Lastly, improper documentation. Company do not have a proper record of document or a statement.
Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. My name is Norshazwani Binti Aziz. My matric number 280574. Now, I will present about the risk exposure and the suggestion that might have result from each of the internal control weaknesses as Fazirul already explained earlier. The risk exposure might have 4 of them. Firstly, Restoran Kasih Anak Mama Nasi Campur could be exposed to the risk of inaccurately recording transaction. This is because they let their workers to record the clocking in and clocking out by their own in a book at the counter. This situation also will lead the time theft, happen as the workers will claim that they work more hours than they really did. So, the suggestion for this situation is Restoran Kasih Anak Mama Nasi Campur should limit the time frame for attendance register and supervisor should monitor the workers to make sure they punctual and disciplined. The second risk is inaccurate processing payroll as only one supervisor in charge in process the payroll. So the personal feeling will lead to cheat in calculate the payroll. For example, the supervisor will change the working hour of the workers and pay the higher salary. Besides that, the Restoran Kasih Anak Mama Nasi Campur pay the salary based on the sales they earn on that day. If sale is higher, then the salary also will be higher. This result of inconsistent salary rates will may raise the concerns in the future for Restoran Kasih Anak Mama Nasi Campur during auditing process. The suggestion to the situation is segregation of duties. As the supervision of payroll processing need to segregate such separating asset custody, paycheck, record keeping function, payroll record and approving the payment. To ensure the salary payment to be consistent, Restoran Kasih Anak Mama Nasi Campur have to set the percent of the salary will be paid from the sales to worker. Next, risk of hiring unqualified and laziness workers. This will affect the business performance as if the Restoran Kasih Anak Mama Nasi Campur hiring a bad person. The suggestion to avoid it is with effective filtration of candidates during interview session. This to ensure the business hire a qualified person. Lastly, the risk of unauthorized access to payroll record and confidential employee data. Outsider might steal the confidential employee data and payroll fraud might happen since the data was kept in a file which is not that secure. So, the suggestion and appropriate internal control procedure is to use online storage and place a CCTV for physical control, which can be monitored by the owner.
Next will be the copies of sources document involved in the payroll cycle of Restoran Kasih Anak Mama, Nasi Campur. First document is attendance book. The attendance book at Restoran Kasih Anak Mama is a summary of each employee's attendance data, and the supervisor refers to the data in the attendance book when entering for salary payment. Every day, the employee will check into the book and record their attendance. Next will be daily timesheet. The daily timesheet is done by the supervisor to record all the employees' working hours and total salaries to be paid to employees to make sure that there is no mistake in paying salaries to their employees. After the supervisor calculates, the owner will check and authorize it. The last document that we managed to get from the restaurant is transaction slip. The employee claimed the paycheck from the supervisor. After the paycheck is processed, employee will claim their salary. This transferred bank slip refers to the successful transfer of their salary from the company's bank account to the employee's bank account. That's all from me. Thank you.